Yeah. Caleb takes the lead. Surging ahead. Face-off comes back to Smith. In the zone briefly there off Ross's stick. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Out of play. That took forever. Mastery come out of that face-off with the puck that skated in our end. Shot steered wide there by JT. Played to the far corner by Irons. Held up here in our end. Puck behind the net. Irons. It's that over towards Hank. Mastery over to keep that in. Send down low. Puck comes out of the zone and they send it back in on JT. He's going to steer that to the corner. Smith sends it this way to Irons. Up and out of the zone. Hank, here comes Larson. Sends that in. Harps going to pursue. Gross there with a good takeaway. Keeps the puck in the zone. Puck comes back to us for icing here. Mastery have it off the face-off. Lost the handle. Back and forth in the neutral zone. Puck goes in the Mastery end. They've got it. The pass was blocked by Ben. Puck comes back to the Mastery. It's an all the way around. Puck enters the Mastery zone. Ben sends it down to the far corner. Got by Harp. Comes to the near corner to Payton. Lost the handle on Mastery coming our way here. Knocked off the puck there by Casper. Sent in our end by the Mastery. JT plays that out of the zone there. JT's going to cover that. Mastery won that face-off shot on net there, JT. Yeah. Puck exits the zone there. Mastery force it back in. Sent towards the crease. JT's going to cover that. Mastery won that face-off. Turn it over here. Shuma forces that out of the zone. Sent in, the Mastery's in. That's icing is waved off. Mastery send it back our way. No icing on that one either. That puck comes out, goes all the way down to Mastery's in. Moses there gets a stick on it. Force deep, comes down the near corner with Mastery. Kept in there. Mannion, I think, got a body on that. Ball out here by the Mastery. JT plays it to the side there. Chase now with the puck. Into the zone off Drayden's stick. Ross is the first one there. Puck comes out of the corner to Chase. His shot is blocked. Sitting back in the zone. We had to check up there. Icing. Offensive zone face-off coming up here. Puck came to Hank there, got a shot off, it was wide. Mastery have it now. Coming our way. Shot. Played to the corner by JT there. Puck comes to Hank. Tried to get it across to Ross, couldn't connect. Mastery have regained possession. They enter our zone. Camp in your living room there. That shot off of something up into the netting. Shot was deflected on the way there. JT's going to cover that up. Puck goes out of play there. Peyton sends that across to Harp. Back across. Mastery had it there momentarily, lost their footing. Sent back in the zone by Brock. Kept in by Gaka there. Forced back down to that far corner. Peyton's there. Puck comes out with the Mastery though. They're going to send that in. JT plays it to the side. Brody gets it out to Peyton. Couldn't connect with Gaka there.
You can't leave. You can't go airborne for a lift. Are you sure? Yeah, because Roddy's strong coming with our last little move. Okay, that was a
Face off comes back to JT, sends that around to Ratcliffe on the far wall. Puck enters the mastery zone, it's bouncing. Comes out, Smith toward the Ratcliffe. That's in the zone on Carson's stick. Feeds it over to Castor. Sent back towards the net, got blocked on the way. Iron shot there, knocked down by the goalie. Mastery now have the puck. Comes to Reed in the neutral zone. Gets it over to Smith. That'll be enter the mastery zone off Noah's stick. Ross momentarily there in the neutral zone. Reed sends it in, but the mastery are there to play it. Coming our way now. Shot off the side of the cage there, played to the corner by Gross. Mastery regained possession. Forced out of the zone there by Castor. Shot went wide. Chase got a stick on that. That shot's blocked by Chase. He's going to send that all the way down for icing. Face-off came to Ellenberg there, played it forward, Harp on to Moses. That's deep in the zone. Shuma there, but the mastery came out with it. Cade's able to keep it in, played down to the far corner. Harp came out of there with it. His shot went just wide. Back to Cade. Harp, Ellenberg. Puck was eventually covered up by the goalie there, so we'll get an offensive zone face-off coming up.
A little bit better. What? Do something else. No.
Hank with a shot there, knocked down by the goalie. Mastery with possession now. Send it out to the neutral zone. Gaka sends it back in. Larson with the keep in there and a takeaway. Mastery force it out. Ellenberg back to retrieve it. Mastery send that in for icing. Peyton comes out of there with the puck, feeds it up towards Brock, got by him, comes out to the neutral zone. Owen sends it back in the mastery zone. They've got possession. Sending it on JT there. Mastery will win that face-off. Sent on net. JT steers it to the near wall there. Harp sends that in the Mastery zone. Ben was there, lost his footing. Puck comes out of the zone, brought there, comes over to Irons. He sends it back in the Mastery zone. Weird bounce, comes down right in front of the net. Comes out. Harp gets it to Caster. Sends that in the Mastery end. He wins the race. Came out of there with it. Gets it back to Smith. Back down to the corner. Got by Caster. Comes all the way down for icing. Cleared there by the Mastery. It's going to go for icing. Mastery control it off that face-off. Send in the Mastery zone through the wickets there. That'll go for icing. One back to Smith off that face-off, gets it around to Ratcliffe, feeds it to Caster, enters the zone. Back to Ratcliffe, shot was blocked. Comes around near wall, Gross is there, bounces over his sticks.
Oh, good shot.
Mullenkamp got a shot on net there.
It was a bouncy ball. Oh, another good one.
Puck covered up by the goalie there. We'll get an offensive zone, face off, coming at you. Puck came to Ellenberg there. He sends it deep. Shot from Mullenkamp there, steered aside by the goalie. Mastery now coming our way. Brown now on the far wall. Feeds it forward to Shuma. Sends it in. Mastery have it. Stick there by Ryan. Dislodges the puck, forced forward. Shima sends that back in the Mastery zone. We'll change groups. there. Puck comes out of the zone. Brought back in by the Mastery. Sent on net. JT steers it to the far wall. That was sent back towards the net. Went wide off a stick. Larson's able to force it out of the zone. Ross got a stick on it. Hank, I believe now. His shot went off the goalie's shoulder, I believe, and wide. Mastery tied up in the far corner down there. It's going to come out. Irons with it. Over to Smith. Over to Hank. He'll send that in the zone. Mastery force it right back out though. Hank with a takeaway there. Couldn't connect with Hart. Mastery have it again. Mastery won that face-off. That's in the back of the net. Hart with it now. Sends it forward to Ben. He's taken to the ice. Puck went out of play there. I think hit somebody on the Mastery bench, so I think we'll probably get offensive zone face-off coming up here. Puck comes back to our end. Owen back. Forward to Peyton. Ross sends that in. Hart tried to feed that across, hit a skate on the way. Mastery come out of there with it. We'll go for icing.
Are we in there? Do I need to look?
Puck comes out of the zone. Race to get there. Mastery. Shot hit a skate, went wide. Ratcliffe's got it. Lost the handle. Soon in our end, Gaka's got it. He plays that forward. That's going to go for icing. Yako chips that forward. Shima forces it in the mastery zone. They get it back out though. Puck comes back to Shima. He sends it in deep. Sent in, mastery in, but we're offsides. Steered to the corner by JT. It goes into the mastery bench. Hank skates it in the zone. Larson pushes it on around towards irons down to the corner there. Comes out to the neutral zone. Ross out to the ice there. Puck enters the mastery end.
What is that strange move, Owen?
I ain't calculating.
It worked. He almost just broke his ear. Nope.
Puck comes out of our end. Finds Ellenberg in the neutral zone. Sends it in. Peyton's got it now. Cuts towards the middle. Puck is loose there. We've got a shot on net. Still loose. Comes out to Brought. Sent towards the net. We got a player down behind the net.
Yeah, looks like these looks we mute.
Gross will send that in. Puck comes to Ratcliffe there, coming through the neutral zone. Makes a man miss. Yeah! What a goal! Great effort there, Noah. Puck comes back to Smith, over to Irons, up in the neutral zone, held up there by the Mastery. Sending our end, Smith is back. Comes out to the neutral zone, Mastery force it back in. They've got possession now. Schuma now sends it in. Moses sends it back in. Comes to Schuma, couldn't get a handle on it. Moses now trying to chip it back to Smith, but hit a Mastery defender on the way. Comes it back on our end. Cade's got it. Larson forces it back in the zone, centering. Couldn't get a connection there with Walker. Mastery coming back our way. Cade now peels back behind the net.
Stay where you are and stay live. Thumb that.
Reverses, gets it over to Gaka. Into the mastery zone off Ross's stick. Sent back in, brought back. Forward to Larson. He's going to skate it in. Get a shot off, but hit a leg, went wide. Go for icing there. Puck bounces all the way back into the mastery zone. Peyton there with pressure. Puck comes to Ben. Feels back towards the corner, knocked off the puck, comes to Peyton. Feels back towards this corner, gets it to Ben. Feeds it up to Brock. His shot is going to be turned aside by the goalie. Puck comes back this way, Peyton, up to Ben. Oh, couldn't connect with Gross there. He was streaking towards the net. Mastery got a stick on it. Gross with it now. Down to Ben. Towards Harp. His shot was deflected. He was tied up there. Gonna get a hand pass there. Mullenkamp forward to Carson, sends it in. Ratcliffe. Mastery now coming back out of the zone. Iron sends that across towards Mullenkamp. Goes back, cuts up the middle, sent forward. That's going to get back in the zone on JT. He's going to control that. We'll get a defensive zone face-off coming up.
This year's still their time. Next year, we will see it.
Carson now in the neutral zone, knocked off the puck, comes to Reed. Trying to get that back towards Irons. Mastery were able to make a play on it there. Forced out to the neutral zone. Sent back in. Ratcliffe now sends that in. That's going to be icing. Brown comes out of there with it, gets it up to Mannion, skates it in the zone, sends it down all the way around. gets to Gaka. He sends it back in towards the net. It was wide. Kept in there by Mannion. Got a battle here on the boards. Comes out to Cade. Sent towards the net high. Gaka pitches in on the far side. Puck comes out of the zone. Cade's going to send it back in. We check up. Their goalie plays it to the side. We got some changes happening. Mastery now enter our zone. Got a shot off, went wide there. I'm not sure if it was sent that way by JT or hit somebody. Larson with the puck now. In the zone off of Ross. Goalie almost lost his footing there. That would have been nice. Hank kicking the puck there. Gets a stick on it. Got a shot off, went wide. Goalie got a glove on it, I believe. Puck goes for icing. Mastery come out of there with it off that face-off. Comes across to Ross. He sends it back to the near corner. Ross is the first one there. Down to Larson. Centering pass. Kicked aside by the Mastery. Ross up into the netting. Puck comes out to Gross, over to Smith, sends it back in. That's played with a high stick. Get an offensive zone face-off coming up. Mastery will get a clear there. Irons back. Back behind the net. Gets it over to Peyton. Mastery having a takeaway there in the neutral zone. Brought. Sends it back around. Irons in the near corner. Plays it forward to Harp. I'm not sure what happened to the puck there, but we got a stoppage. Irons with it now on the far wall. Forward to Hart. Puck enters the zone. Comes out to Brought in the neutral zone. He's going to peel back. In the zone off Harp's stick. Puck comes out of the zone. Irons back to get it on this power play. In the zone off Caster's stick. Down to the corner. Park. Knocked off the puck there. We got to clear into our bench. Mastery will get a clear there. Irons back. Leaves it for Ben. He's going to send that in the zone. Peyton pinching on the far wall. Lets it go down to Harp. He sends it back to the corner. Nobody's there. Gets by Irons, goes all the way down. Irons will send that in. Gets by a man. Comes all the way to Caster. Near corner. Forces it back down low. Ratcliffe there. Ties him up. Carson there helping. Comes out to Peyton. Fed across to Irons. Over here to Caster. Peyton gets it down to Ratcliffe. Comes back to Peyton. Over to Irons. Shot got through but was wide. Comes to Caster. Down to Ratty. Centered. Shot from Lucia went wide. Puck tied up there on the far wall. Mullenkamp forward in the zone off Brown's stick. It's going to go for icing. Get an offensive zone face-off coming up. I think we got a Zan break probably. All right, face-off comes out of the zone there. Neutral zone. Berardi's able to force it in. Mastery have it though.
Oh, shoot that.
Kept in there by Berardi. Winds up with Peyton. Does eventually come out of the zone. It's on the boards. It just dropped. I don't know. Up comes to Gaka, sent in there. Carson with pressure. Puck winds up with Ratcliffe. He plays it down to the corner. Mastery will send that for icing.
Yeah, so the camera's on all the work.
Puck winds up in RN Smith. Sent back in by Mastery. Chipped up and out by Cade. Mastery back to retrieve it. Reed's able to force the puck in deep though. Brought back out by the Mastery. Molenkamp sends it in. Winds up on the Mastery stick though. They send it back in RN. That's going to go for icing. Mastery headed our way. Got a shot off there, controlled by JT. Mastery came out of the corner with it. Moses now has it into the neutral zone. Leaves it for Mannion. Across to Schuma. His shot off the stick up into the netting. Puck came to Molenkamp there off the face-off. Got a shot off, went wide. Larson now feeds it across towards Hank. Got by everybody. Ross with pressure. Came to Molenkamp in the neutral zone. He sends it in the zone near corner into your living room. Puck sent back out by Mastery and in off Gaka's stick. Kept in the zone there by Ross briefly. Mastery now have it coming our way.
Oh, why didn't you?
Nets off there.
Everybody chill.
Puck comes out of the zone there, over the Mastery's outreach hand. Icing is waved off, saying it was tipped. Puck winds up with Peyton and sent into the zone off the line judge there, and that's up into the netting.
That valve. You want to kill me? Yeah.
Harp's able to force that deep. Mastery send it around, kept in there by Gaka, sent towards the net, just high. Comes near corner. Into the netting again there.
Maybe Andrew will be a good Oh, God.
Oh no, I thought like you went furniture or something.
No, they did. They had like 7 or 8.
Look at him, look at him.
Good.
There he is, there he is.
Oh!
Oh, standing.
Saved there by JT. Puck's gonna come out of the zone. Oh, go! Oh, shit! Oh. Puck comes out of the zone. Master coming back.
Oh my
Cade now. Send that in. Gloved by the goalie there. Puck wound up on Brown's stick there. Got a shot on. Weird bounce off the board there. Winds up on the feet of the goalie. He's just going to cover that up. We'll get another offensive zone face-off coming up. Shot blocked there by Cade. Puck winds up in the corner.
Cole, where's the
Mastery come back with it.
Is it all the way down?
Taken away there by Chase. Played forward. Got by Mannion. Comes back into our zone. They are offsides. Checked up now. Into the Mastery zone.
Oh, that's brand new. Oh, so this is the one that's got the partnership and the fuel in it. Yeah.
Larson with the puck now. Played forward towards Ross. Just got by him. Sent back in our end. Irons back. Left save by JT there. Colton picks that up, carries through the neutral zone, enters the master zone. They send it right back out. They're coming our way. Dump it in. It's going to get all the way around. Peyton now in the neutral zone. Fed it across. Couldn't connect. Brody back to get it. Kept in the zone there by the mastery. JT plays that to the side there. Face off one by the mastery. Off possession there. Got it back. Sent deep. Smith back. Cross here near corner. Ratcliffe now in the neutral zone. Into the masteries and off of Carson's stick. Molenkamp over to Gross, into the zone. Carson sent towards the net. Stick saved by the goalie. Far corner now. Puck comes out of the zone. We got a penalty on the mastery here, so we'll get a power play. Comes back to Irons, over to Castor, back to Irons, towards the net, blocked on the way. Up comes to Castor. Ben now, over to Irons, way to the corner, comes back to Irons. He sends it back towards the corner. Mastery wind up with it, and they're going to get it clear. Gets it down to Harp, to Peyton, back down to Harp to Ben. His shot is stopped by the goalie. Mastery control that face off. Could not get a clear there. Larson centering pass. Ratcliffe was tied up there. Mastery get a clear. Ross with the puck now. Mullenkamp driving the net. Tried to center that, hit escape though. Winds up in the far corner. Drayden feeds it up to Ratty. Saved by the goalie there.
Forget.
Up comes Drayden. Back to Chase. His shot is off a stick up into the netting. Oh, shot turned aside by the goalie there.
Do it again.
Got by everybody. Mullenkamp back to grab it. Skates it in, lost the handle. It's force weak. Mastery have it now coming back our way. Puck winds up with Ross. Ratcliffe pushes it in the zone. He's going to go off for change. Ellenberg now sends it in. Bouncing behind the goal. Larson with pressure. Mastery came out of there with it. Cade's able to keep it in. Down to Schuma. He sends it down behind the net. And Mannion's shot is blocked up into the netting. Puck is loose. Mastery came out of there with it. Coming our way. Set back in the zone. They are offsides. They got to check up. JT hands it off to Cade. Puck enters the Mastery zone. I think that was off Schuma's stick. Comes out to the neutral zone. Brody sends it forward to Schuma. Can't get entry there. Ross plays it back to Broad. Over to Irons. He sends it in. Goalie was able to get a stick on it there. Hank with the puck now in the far corner, drops it, comes all the way back to Irons. He sends it down to Reed. And half wall there. His shot is wide. Comes out to Broad on this near side. Hank Push it behind the net there. Mastery play it up into the netting.
Deal. $1,200? That's like, and I don't have to stay there for 4 nights.
Ross sends it down below. The goal. Big hit by Gross there on the far boards, keeping it in. Ross centering pass comes back to Smith. His shot is off the goalie's shoulder. Ross comes out of there with it, gets it back to Hank. Over to Smith. Gross gives it out over to Ross. He tried to connect with Castor there, got Ryan. Puck trickled by Ross there. He got a stick on that. Castor winds up with it in the neutral zone. Here we come. Oh, shot turned aside by the goalie there. That was Hank.
I don't know, I just typed it in.
Battle in the far corner. I could see Harp down there. Ben also. Puck comes out, coming this way. Cade's able to keep it in there. Puck goes down below the goal line. Mastery try the other wall. Eventually able to get a clear there. Gaka sends it over to Ben. He enters the zone, drops it for Peyton. Shot wide. Comes out to the neutral zone. Gaka over to Brock. Harp now will enter with the puck, drops it for Peyton, knocked off his stick, comes out to the neutral zone. Ben's got it, peels back, sends it in deep. Puck bounces by everybody, gets back to JT. He's going to play that forward towards Harp. Cross to Peyton, he's going to skate it in. Lost the handle, he's going to get it back. Drop for Larson. The ref's feet. He's kicking it everywhere. And Mastery is going to send that for icing. What?
How is it not
How is that not icing? Iron sends it back in the Mastery zone.
No, you just take the play.
How is that not one?
Oh God, what was happening?
I think we're Mastery offsides here or something. Camp gets it over to Gross. He sends it forward, enters the zone with Mannion. Centered it. Shima was tied up there and couldn't get a stick on it. Puck comes back to Mannion. Puck goes back in the Mastery zone. The goalie's able to play that to the side. Ross with the pinch there is able to keep it in the zone. Mastery will get a clear there. Mullen can't back to retrieve it. Mannion sends it in. It's on net. Goalie's going to cover it. We'll get an offensive zone face-off. Mastery will control it off that face-off. They're coming our way. Oh. Good look there. Couldn't connect those. Puck sent wide. Peyton enters the zone. Shot was sent wide. Harp with it now. Far corner to Ben. Up to Ellenberg. His shot. Got through, dropped in front of the goalie. Here comes Mastery with it. Blocked there by Brown. Irons feeds it forward to Castor. Over to Hank. Back, got through. Trying to connect with Castor there. He was tangled up. Shot got to JT. He's able to steer that aside. That shot goes wide. Mastery able to keep it in. Maintain possession here. That shot is blocked by Castor. Shot gets on JT there. He's able to turn that aside. Puck leaks out of the zone off that face-off. Mastery or back to collect it. Tied up there in the neutral zone. Winds up with Ross. Sends it forward.
I know, like those little ones that pop up in like the little village area.
Gross with it now through the neutral zone. Makes a man miss. He'll enter the zone. Puck came out of the zone there. Mullenkamp's able to hold it up in the neutral zone. We send it back in. We got to check up here. Send in our end off of a mastery stick. Brown back to play the puck. Mannion now sends it forward. Got by Shuma. Sent back in our end. Ellenberg back. Harp sends that in. That was weird. That was crazy. What comes to Gaka? Mastery with it now. Send it in. Right back out though. Brody to Harp. Harp lost the handle. Plays it back over here to Brody. Forward to Peyton. Makes a man miss. Knocked to the ice though. And here comes Mastery.
There you go. That's a good play.
Ben with it now in the neutral zone. Almost lost an edge there. Here comes the Mastery. Puck came to Ross. He's unable to get it out of the zone there. Sent back in deep. Comes over here near corner to Ross. He sends it back far wall. Irons will race to get there. Able to shovel it forward to Ross in the neutral zone. He sends it in the Mastery's zone. That's going to go for icing. Puck came to Hank. His shot was blocked. Didn't get through. Puck came out of the neutral zone. Molenkamp over to Gaka. To Castor. Sends it in. Mastery are able to force it out of the zone. Molenkamp sends it back in. We got to check up. Molenkamp gets it up to Ross. He sends it over to Castor. Comes to Hank. Feeds it to Molenkamp. He's got space. His shot is off a stick and up into the netting. Puck in the corner there. Ratty feeds it over to Larson. Got by him. Mastery with it now. Force it out. Brody's going to dump that in. Carson's pinching on that far wall. Puck comes out to the Mastery. Brody blocked that entry. He's got to limp off. Puck enters the zone. Yeah! Shit. Puck comes back to Peyton, feeds it over to Irons. Into the zone, off of Ben's stick. Harp's racing to get there. JT heads to the bench. Ben with it now, comes out of the corner. Tried to get a pass through to Moses in the slot, but it was played to the corner by the Mastery. I don't go fries. Comes back to Irons, makes a man miss, lost the handle towards the corner. He's got to shovel it down. Ben there, gets it back towards Irons. Back to Ben. Winds up with Castor. Backhander through the slot. We got to clear here. A slow trickle. My goodness. Icing.